The LARPing situation is weird. If you haven't heard, there are dudes who are LARPing as other YouTubers on the internet, right? And some of these notable LARPers are Larpiplier, the Vanos LARPing crew, and LARP Gwyn Zero. There's a bunch more that I'm not listing here, obviously, but I'm not gonna sit here and search up every single LARP version of the original big ass channel. You can go out and search up your favorite big YouTuber. There's most likely a LARP version of them out there somewhere. And the majority of these LARPers, they do it out of sincerity, right? They love these channels that they grew up with and they just want to do something fun and creative with their time and basically go back to formula, right, of those old days. But amongst the LARPing channels, there is one that stands out, and it's not for the right reason. It's the guy who's LARPing as Technoblade. And for those who don't know, Technoblade was a very popular Minecraft YouTuber who was pretty big. It still technically is pretty big. He's got over like 20 million subscribers, and unfortunately he has passed away. He passed away in 2022 from cancer. And this is where the LARPing comes in. A guy has been LARPing as Technoblade, and I think LARPing in general is okay, right? I feel like as long as it's done with sincerity and love of their original creator, most of these LARPers aren't like being weird about it, right? And they also have a lot of respect for the YouTuber that they're LARPing as, such as Markiplier's LARPer. This guy really likes Markiplier. He's copying his old style of how he used to make his videos and is uploading them now on YouTube, right? But he's doing it out of love and admiration for Markiplier. Even the guy who's LARPing as Markiplier, he asked if it's still okay for him to LARP as him. If he didn't like it, obviously he would have most likely stopped his channel right then and there, but obviously Mark doesn't really mind at all. But yeah, most people are generally okay or just are indifferent to these LARPers, right? But Technoblade is obviously a completely different case because he's no longer with us. This is a man who has passed away. It's very strange, right? It feels like he's using his corpse that he dug up and making him dance like a puppet on a string. And obviously the Technoblade fans, they miss him. They want to see a version of him still around, right? They don't want to metaphorically see him die, but Technoblade never dies, guys. Come on. We don't need some guy pretending to be him in order to still have him in our lives, right? But for argument's sake, let's say these fans are longing for a Technoblade version of him. Maybe they've already watched every single Technoblade video multiple times over and they just want something new. But it just feels very strange to do a LARPing when it's about a person who's dead. And even his father and friends felt really strange about this Technolarper guy. And they obviously have that right because this is a friend and a son who's no longer with us, and seeing this guy just kind of like profit off of him and use him like this is very uncomfortable. And obviously he's not a complete asshole or anything, because he said if his dad didn't want him to continue doing this he would stop, and to his credit has chosen to no longer move on as Technolarp. He's going to change his channel and no longer continue going down this LARPing route, which I think is a very good step in the right direction. But what I kind of don't really like is that he, instead of making, a new channel that promotes himself as who he is, he's going to just rebrand the channel itself. Instead of being Technolarp into, I think it's Striker now. I think he's changed it to Striker, or he's going to change it. But it feels very, it rubs me in the wrong way, because I feel like he should have just made a new channel, and if in his final video of being Technolarp could have just said, oh, I'm gonna be making a new channel if you want to see me for my own original content, not using Technoblade anything, you can go here, and that's it, right? I feel like he could have done that and it would have been better, because it feels like he really just used Technoblade to amass an audience. He didn't really build showing his own skills or who he is, right? Promoting himself as he is. He used someone else to gather an audience he didn't really earn, and that just feels wrong to me. It feels like he should have made his own channel and build up an audience from that. But that's just how I feel about it. Let me know how you guys feel about this whole LARPing situation down in the comment section down below. It's very strange for sure, but that's all I gotta say. Bye.